All right, 4.5 exponential and logarithmic equations. So you're going to need calculators to solve these, pretty much all of them. Let's see. So the first one, say to solve each equation, give irrational solutions as decimals to the nearest thousandth. So we're just going to go to 2 decimal places though. But if you do more than that, that's fine. But so 12, we've got 5 raised to the x is equal to 13. So what's different about these ones compared to the ones we were doing before, is the ones we were doing before, we were trying to rewrite the number on the other side as like a base 5, right? So like if we had 25 on the other side, we were trying to rewrite that as 5 squared, and then we were doing it that way. But these ones, 13 doesn't relate to 5 in anything that we know. So we're going to use a log to solve it. So we make the L that I showed you the other day. So this following down, this is log base 5 of 13 equals x. And whatever your like x term is, like for the variable that you're solving for, needs to be on the left when you do this. Some people are like, oh, they flip it and then they get it wrong. Hey. It's February like 12th or something. It's whatever that the last home game is that's on the calendar, to my knowledge. I'd have to ask the coaches what they're doing because I'm getting all the stuff for it, but I think normally they've done like the girls before their game and then the guys before their game. But I don't remember. I almost think last year they did them all at the same time, like between the 2 games. So they might do that again. Don't think so. I don't know. The kids have it if they did, but I don't. Oh, yeah, I don't think so. Usually it's only Ethan and Loriana that order, so. Bye. Okay, anyways. Back to this. So sometimes people will flip them and then they'll, like, draw their L wrong, and then they, like, get the problem wrong. So make sure whatever, like, the x term is, like, in the exponent, that it's on the left side when you're doing that. So I'm going to show you how to put this in your calculator because I don't remember if I showed you how to do this the other day. Okay. Don't go off. So you're going to hit math, so over here on the left-hand side. And then if you arrow up, you're going to see log base. Hit enter. So notice there's a little flashing box, and then there's going to be this big box up here. So this little one is going to be a 5. And then we arrow to the right, and then we put in 13. So that's log base 5 of 13. And then just hit enter. And so x is equal to, what's happening? 1.59. Did we get that?
Mine doesn't.
Huh?
Whenever I'm in math, I don't see the log.
Okay.
I'm like a
Let me see it for a second. I think I know what you're gonna have to do. You're probably not gonna like it. Yeah.
I got an extra one, like nothing for you to keep, but like if you need it.
So you're gonna have to use the change of base formula every time. So you're gonna have to do log of 13 divided by log of 5 to use your calculator. if you want when we get to like a test, you can use mine so you have the log base thing. So like you'll need to type it in as log 13 divided by log 5. So you'll have to type it in like that. And you'll get the same answer. You're going to be really familiar with the change base formula. Josh, Tori, did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where is your calculator?
I always forget it. Because it's like in my drawer in my room.
Oh, it's at home. Why? I was like, why is it at home?
Because like I clean my room.
We do math at school.
Well, like I haven't brought it yet this year.
Like I need to text your mom and be like, can you put his calculator out for him?
I know. It's like I have it. I just keep forgetting it. Because I don't get home till late. Like I keep forgetting my report card. I don't get home till late.
Somebody text him when he gets home tonight and tell him to pack his calculator.
All that stuff I forget about.
Put a note on your phone that reminds you.
I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Go to reminders.
I'm like an old man.
Just set an alarm
Okay.
and name the alarm calculator.
He'll probably just snooze it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll work on it. Okay. 18. 2 to the x plus 3. Oh, wait. Nope, I lied. We're not doing that problem. Scratch that. Disregard. Not doing that. 22. Nope, not 18. There we go. E to the x to the 4th equals 1,000. All right, so we make the L with this one. Now, log base E is what?
Log base E is.
There's a special name for it. The natural log. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you if you write log base E, that's totally fine. It's not going to change anything. Just going to save you from having to go that far on your calculator. This would be technically the ln, okay, because it's log base E of 1,000 equals x to the 4th. So I'm going to write it this way. Or you could write, if you forgot that that was the case, you could type it in your calculator that way with the log base thing, and it's going to give you the same answer either way. I don't know what's happening. So when we find this number, what are we going to have to do to actually solve for x then?
Root of 4.
Yep, take the 4th root of it. So we're going to end up taking the 4th root of the ln of 1,000. So if you want to type it in all at once, you're going to go to math, and if you arrow down, you see this one is an x, and then it's a root. Tristan, does your calculator have this one? We're going to really hope so. I don't know a shortcut for this one otherwise.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to click that one. If it pops up with something here, usually mine pops up with a box. I don't know why I did that. But anyways, if it pops up with something there, you just need to type in a 4 over top of it. And that's going to be now the 4th root of, and then we're going to type in, there's an ln button at the bottom of 1,000. So it should look like that. And then it's 1.62.
When you like click on it, do you hit enter?
Yeah.
Because whenever I hit enter, it does the answer.
Yeah, you'll just have to type over it. Like just when it's like arrow left till it's blinking on answer, and then just put a 4. Just click 4.
But then it does 4x root.
That's probably how yours writes it. Type it, so then arrow over to the right and type in ln of 1,000, because I'm guessing yours just writes it funny.
Like the letters on it?
Yeah, like the
No,
ln at the bottom. You have an ln button, right?
Yeah. I do like it.
Did you get the same answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I think yours just writes it differently with the X so that you know that that's what that's for, but I don't know.
Just because it's like so old. That's like my older sisters.
That's what I've had. It's funny because like some people's calculators will look like exactly like mine, and it still will give them different, like they won't have the same options. Like last year, Peyton, she had to do the same thing I was saying with log base for you. Like she had to type them in as change of base formula if she was going to do them because her calculator didn't have that, even though it looked just like mine. It was just older. All right. 28. 1.2 times 0.9 raised to the x equals 0.6. So in order to make the L, I've got to have it to where the only thing on the left-hand side is whatever that is raised to the variable. Okay, so right now I've got 1.2 times 0.9 raised to the x. So I need to divide by 1.2 first. So running away. I'm going to be left with 0.9 raised to the x is equal to 0.6 divided by 1.2. I don't know. Oh, 0.5. Love that. So 0.9 to the x is equal to 0.5. So now I can do the log base thing. So make the L. I'm going to have log base 0.9 of 0.5 is equal to x. So Tristan, you'll need log of 0.5 divided by log of 0.9. Math, arrow up, log base 0.9, 0.5, and that's going to be 6.58. I'll have to take it back in a second to show you how to type in something, but for right now, you can have it.
I know how to do it. I'm not sure we could.
Okay. 34. 6 times 1.024 raised to the x minus 1900 equals 9. Any idea what I need to do first?
6 times 1.024.
Well, I can't multiply 6 by that because it's being raised to a variable.
Oh.
So I need to do something like I did in 28.
Divide it.
Yep, so I'm going to divide. So 1.024 raised to the x minus 1900 equals 9 over 6. So now this one, when I make my L, and obviously you could reduce this over here or you can just type it in. It's going to be log base 1.024 of, I'm going to reduce it to 3 over 2, but you could also type it in as 1.5 if you want, equals x minus 1900. I don't have the answers anymore, so you'll have to tell me what this is equal to.
17.09 or 17.1.
We'll do 2 decimal places, so 0, 9's good. Is equal to x minus 1900. So now I'm trying to solve for x, so what do I need to do now?
Add the 1900.
Yep, add the 1900. So that's going to be 1917.09 is equal to x. And that would be it solved out. You go with typing those in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so those are exponentials, okay, that we use logs to solve. Now we're going to do the reverse, okay? We're going to have logs and we're going to use exponentials to solve them. So are we okay on those ones? Understand the process, typing them in, all that? All right, so solve the equation, give the solutions in exact form. So, anyways, they're still going to be, some of them are still going to be decimal answers, some won't be. So 42, we have 3 ln of x is equal to 9. So same thing here. The only thing that can be on the left-hand side is whatever the log is. So in this case, it's a natural log, which is log base e, of whatever is like in it, so x. So I need to move the 3 over. So I'm going to divide by 3. So I'm going to have ln of x is equal to 3. Now I start with a log, so I'm going to use an exponential to solve it. So I start here, and remember ln is log base e. So when you're going to type it in, we're going to have to keep that in mind. So we're going to do this. So it's going to be e raised to the 3 is equal to x. So now to type this in, to find the e. All right, above the ln button, there is a little, I know you're not going to be able to read it on the screen, but there is a little writing thing that says e to the x. Okay, so to get that, we're going to hit second and then ln. And that pops up e with a flashing box. So in that box now, we'll put 3 for this problem. So e to the 3 is 20.09.
So what is e equal to?
It's like 2.717, I think. Let me see. 2.718.
Is that like repeating forever or is it like pi?
Yeah, it's a number just like pi. It just goes on. Sometimes people celebrate, like, so like we do Pi Day. Sometimes people do E Day. But they reverse this and they'll celebrate it on February 17th. But, you know. Yeah, it's, yeah. Because, like, not that many people do it, so. Pi Day's, like, the norm, so. Anyways, which we will do Pi Day. And I remove that poster from the wall over there, and we have a competition for who can say the most digits of pi. And I add 5 points to your following quiz.
You know Ducky? Oh, Joshua? He like knows like, he like memorized like 150 or something.
Josh Giles knows like 100.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like 10 because
Huh?
it wasn't like a sign.
Oh.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you want to start memorizing now and really make it a competition,
I can get the first round, 3.1459.
but the poster will not be on the wall
3.1459.
when we get there.
3.
I take it down and then I write on the poster, I like underline how far you get. So,
I can read really well.
see how badly y'all want 5 extra points.
I cannot read.
Might even do it on a test, who knows.
What is it?
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know anything.
just in case y'all didn't read the note on the board in green,
This used to be bringing the box. I will first. I'm winning that.
it's not a winning, like everyone in the class can do it.
Oh.
I have that up there like that because I have people that have me for like multiple classes, so I'm saying like you don't get it for like all 3 classes if you bring one in. Like you have to pick unless you bring one in for each class.
Who's in here for multiple classes?
None of y'all. I have 3 people that are in here for 3 hours straight.
Dang. Really?
Yeah.
That would be horrible. Not because it's like the class, but.
No, it's bad.
Not
It's AP Calc, AP Stats, and then Physics.
You have to take those 3 all together?
Oh no, they just are.
Why?
I would hate that as a teacher.
Because they're fighting for valedictorian.
Which ones?
Peyton, Josh, and Nathan.
Go Nathan. Go
It's
Nathan.
like a competition.
We need Nathan. Is there anything we
No.
can do to help them? More Nathan?
Help them study? I don't know.
What is cookie points?
Okay, cookie points are if I make a mistake and you catch it and correct it. Okay, sometimes I will intentionally make a mistake. Sometimes it just happens. And you catch it and you tell me and you were right about it, you get cookie points. And when you get to, I'll probably do 5 since I started it so late, I will bring in cookies for you.
For the class or just the person?
The class.
Oh.
So like most classes pick like Oreos or something, but like the whole pack of cookies is yours as a class. So
Can we pick Costco cookies?
I don't have a Costco membership, so
Chick-fil-A cookies though? Those hit different.
well those come in a pack of 6, so you'd each get one. But if that's the kind of cookies you want, sure. So incentive to find my mistakes. And it's not like spelling mistakes because, like, we all know I'm a math teacher. I can't spell. So it's not like Miss Patton.
Oh, what is it?
Like a math mistake.
Oh, I was looking at songs.
No, I can't spell. Like, just know that. I'm not. They tried to send me the spelling bee and I laughed. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's like, y'all are funny. So you never know. I might intentionally make a mistake today, see if you catch it. Log of 3 minus x is equal to 0.75. This will make y'all pay attention because I know you want cookies. Alright, so start here, come around. What base is on this? It's not written, so what do I know it is? 10 raised to the 0.75 equals 3 minus x. So another thing that you may or may not know how to type in is this 10 to the 0.75. So if you type in 10, there's obviously a square button, but we need 0.75. So over here on the right, there's a caret. Looks like this. You hit that. It gives you an exponent, and then you can type in 0.75. So that's 5.62 is equal to 3 minus x. So subtract 3.
That'd be 2.62.
2.62 equals negative x. Now what?
Wouldn't you have to, like, divide of some sort?
Yep. Divide by negative. So negative 2.62 equals x. Also, sometimes for cookie points, I'll do something where, like, if I, like, give y'all a problem to do on your own, if everyone gets it right, I'll give you a cookie point, too.
So has no other class gotten one or something?
I just put it up yesterday, so no, not yet. One of my classes was like, why haven't you done cookie points this year?
That'd get expensive.
Yeah, I just don't usually make that many mistakes. So they were like, I was like, well, and I used to do 10, but since I'm starting it halfway through the year, I decided I would do 5. Because Ethan brought up the point that last year it took them till like March before they got 10, and I started it in August. So,
We just need 5 cookies.
So- 5 points, and y'all can have some cookies. So I might do that for y'all in a little bit. I might give y'all a problem and see if you can figure it out. All right, 52. And I have to tell you that that's what I'm doing. Like, it's not like every time I give you a problem to do on your own, you can earn a point. If I'm doing it that way, you have to get 10. Log of x plus log of x squared equals 3. Any idea?
Log x squared. Wait, whoa.
The light was on, so it was covering it up.
Oh. I thought it was just like.
It was a glare.
Log x cubed. 0 to 3.
Why did you do that? You're right, but why did you do that?
Because you only have one log, right?
Yep. So I needed to get one log. They're the same base. So I combined them, meaning they were being added, so I can multiply what's inside. So this becomes log of x cubed equals 3. So now,
Choose an E. Yes.
so I'm going to have 10, because it's log base 10, raised to the third equals x cubed. So what does x equal to?
10.
Yes, because they're both being cubed, so the bases have to be the same. So cube root of x would be just x, or cube root of x cubed would be x, and then cube root of 10 cubed is just 10. Let me see. 68. Log base 2 of x minus 2 plus log base 2 of x minus 1 equals 1.
Also, you would you have to, what's it called? So, you log base 2, x minus 2, x minus 1, and then you have to do the, you know what I'm talking about?
FOIL?
FOIL, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to combine these. They have the same base, and they're being added. Go away. So I can multiply these two things together. So I'm going to write it as log base 2 of x minus 2 times x minus 1, first of all. So then, foiling what's in here, I get, it's still log base 2. I'm going to put it in parentheses just because it's a lot happening in there. So that's going to be x squared minus 2x minus x plus 2 equals 1. So log base 2 of x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 1. So now what? I start here, loop around. So 2 raised to the 1 is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 2. So this is just 2. So I'm going to move it over so that I get 0 is equal to x squared minus 3x, and then 2 minus 2 is 0, so that's gone. What do I do next?
You guys get x by itself, right?
Get x by itself.
So divide by -3. No.
Take out an x. So 0 equals x times x minus 3.
Okay.
Then now what?
Divide by x minus 3 to make x equals 0.
No.
Maybe it's divide by -3.
How about set both pieces equal to 0 and solve for x? So I'm going to have x equals 0 and x minus 3 equals 0. So x equals 0, or x equals 3 would be the two answers. So after this part, it's just algebra going down. All right. Are you ready to try one?
Wait, is this like for a point?
Sure. It's similar to this one.
It's good.
I'll tell you that.
I apologize in advance.
All right, log of x plus log of 3x minus 13 equals log of 10. Now, I'm going to give you a hint on this one. Because there's a log on both sides, okay, and they're both going to have the same base, whatever ends up being inside the log, you're going to set equal to each other. The logs are just going to disappear. So you're not actually going to be making the e on this one.
Okay. There's two answers, right? Maybe two answers.
Yes, because you don't know something yet. Yes, but I'm going to explain why it's actually not.
I don't think, you said there's not gonna be a log.
Make sure my iPad doesn't go off. Don't move that over. Leave it over here.
Oh, leave it over there? Okay.
You don't need to eat this one. Oh, looking at the wrong part of it. Ah, there you go. Sure, it's in there.
Is that base 10 or just log 10?
Well, both.
Oh, yeah, because then that would just be.
All right, I'm going to get you to this point.
Okay, I'm there.
Oh, I got it.
Now you got to figure it out for yourself. Turn a cookie plum. Are you done?
Okay.
stuck?
I don't know. I'm just like.
I arrived at the same answer again. So, I don't think we can. Did Josh get it? Josh, you get it?
Wait.
And this stuff, like, yes, this is definitely correct, but I would move that over here. That way it would be down. So this is right, except for I would know that these have the same base, so I would set what's inside of them equal to each other. So I would make that a 10 instead. So while that's technically a true statement, it won't help you solve it. Unless you want to use a quadratic formula. Don't get this one, I'll have one more that you can try instead. Or point.
I think so, but I know I didn't get it right because he just downloaded that code. 'Cause that would be numbers that would be the answer. Like, I just don't. I got to like. Yeah, I got past.
Alright, do you want me to go over it? I'll give you one more that's a little easier for an attempt at a point. Tristan's like, aw, man.
Just I wasn't the only one who got it wrong.
Wait, was that the only one you got it wrong?
No.
It's not smart. You just.
No, it isn't.
Alright, so at the point where I had left you off, it was log of 3x squared minus 13x is equal to log of 10. So those have the same log base, so the stuff that's inside of them must be equal. So 3x squared minus 13x is equal to 10. Move the 10 over, and then I factored.
I didn't move the 10 over, is the problem.
Yeah, we want stuff equal to 0. So then if you factor, you come out and get this 3x squared minus 15x plus 2x minus 10, and then 3x times x minus 5 plus 2 times x minus 5 equals 0. 3x plus 2 times x minus 5, and then set each piece equal to 0. Now, the reason that I only have 5 circled is because that's technically the only correct answer. Okay, and you're probably like, but you just solved it, and those are both answers.
Where do you get the 2x from?
Right here. So when I did the arch, when I did arch method here, I needed factors of negative 30 that when I added them together equaled negative 13. So it was negative 15 and positive 2. And then I just put X on them. So a rule about logarithms is we can never have a negative in a log. So if I put these numbers back in up here, if I put negative 2/3 here, I now have a negative in a log, which I can't have. So that one doesn't work. Now, I wouldn't have expected you to know that, so I wouldn't have taken, like, now you do know. So now you know negatives don't work, but, all right, there's like 5 minutes left, so one more problem. 80. ln of e to the x minus ln of e to the 3 equals ln of e to the 3. See if you can solve that one.
Can you calculate for this?
No. You can actually do this problem in 2 steps. If Josh remembers what he did in the last one that I told him was technically right, but not what you needed to do for that problem. Go get this one.
It's not gonna be like an answer though, right?
Huh?
It's not gonna be like an answer.
There is. X is going to be equal to a whole number. A positive whole number, I will tell you. ln is log base what? E. And there's a special property that Josh remembered on the last problem that if he uses again, he'll solve this in 2 steps. Yes. Let's go, Boom.
Me? Why is it always me? I'm not the one.
Yep. 2 for 2 so far.
No.
Tristan's like, I feel all the pressure. I got the last one. I gotta get this one.
No. That's less pressure. I have the most pressure because I've not gotten one right yet.
You can do this one in more than 2 steps, but I'm saying that you can do it in as few as 2 steps.
I just don't like the first like.
You have 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, guys.
What happens when you have log base something of some number? It's equal to what?
The one that's up there.
Remember the
It's a-
10?
Okay.
Yeah, but. Okay.
Log base e of e raised to something.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the right idea.
Am I close?
Sort of, but not the right math,
Wait.
whatever it's called. There's no need to divide. Yes. Let's go
Tuesday, come on, Tuesday.
I got it.
The long way you would divide.
It's pretty easy, like, if you, once you think about it. Cause they,
Your answer wasn't far off, I'll tell you that.
I'm thinking too hard about it.
What'd you get?
Is this the final chance?
Yeah.
to have at least 6?
Yes. Alright, those are your problems. I'll give you time on Monday to do them so you can just enjoy a weekend off of math. And there's no notes for 4.6.